Very good evening, students, and good evening, viewers. And this time I am going to discuss in accounting the hire purchase accounting, special emphasis on stock and debtors method. From my experience, what I feel this particular method is of prime importance so for the forthcoming examination is concerned. Now I'll be telling you what are the various journal entries which you are required to prepare and the various accounts that you are also required to prepare under stock and debtors method. Now let us proceed. Now this method is similar to stock and debtors method in case of branch accounts. Under this method, usually the following accounts are maintained: shop stock account, goods sold on hire purchase account, hire purchase stock account, hire purchase debtors account, hire purchase adjustment account, and stock reserve account. Now I'll be telling one by one the journal entries that we are going to prepare under stock and debtors method. Now for purchase of goods for shop, shop account will be debited and purchase account will be credited. For goods sent on hire purchase stock account will be debited and goods sold on hire purchase account will be credited. For installment becoming due during the current year, then automatically the concept of hire purchase debtors will come. So your hire purchase debtors will be debited and hire purchase stock account will be credited. For cash received from hire purchase customers, you have to debit cash or bank account and you have to credit hire purchase debtors account. Now on repossession of goods, remember in hire purchase, until and unless the last installment is actually being paid, the buyer cannot be treated to be the owner of the goods. Okay, so that's why if the last installment is not actually being paid, then automatically the seller has the right to repossess the goods. So that's why on repossession of goods repossessed account debit, that is with to the extent of unpaid installment, to hire purchase debtors account, that is installment due but not paid, and then to hire purchase stock account, installment not yet due. Next, for loss on repossession of goods, hire purchase adjustment account will be debited and goods repossessed account will be credited. For expenses incurred on reconditioning of goods repossessed account will be debited, cash or bank account will be credited. On sale of goods repossessed, cash or bank account will be debited to goods repossessed account. For loss on sale of goods repossessed, hire purchase adjustment account will be debited and goods repossessed account will be credited. And for profit on sale of goods repossessed account will be debited and hire purchase adjustment account will be credited. For removing loading included in goods sold on hire purchase account will be debited and hire purchase adjustment account will be credited. For removing loading included in opening stock with hire purchase customers, stock reserve account will be debited and hire purchase adjustment account will be credited. For removing loading included in closing stock with hire purchase customers, hire purchase adjustment account will be debited and stock reserve account will be credited. For profit on hire purchase installment transactions, hire purchase adjustment account will be debited and general profit and loss account will be credited. In case of loss, general profit and loss account will be debited and hire purchase adjustment account will be credited. And for closing goods sold on hire purchase account, that is at cost should be debited and shop stock account will be credited. Now I'll be telling you how the accounts are actually being prepared, its formatting. Now, firstly, you see, shop stock account is prepared, that is stock at shop. In the debit side of this account, we'll be having opening balance, then we'll be having purchases. In the credit side, it will be goods sold on hire purchase account, that is cost of goods sold on hire purchase. And finally, there will be balance CD, that is excluding goods repossessed. Then I am going to tell you goods sold on hire purchase account. In debit side, we'll be having shop stock. In debit side, we'll be having hire purchase adjustment account. And in the credit side, we'll be having hire purchase stock account, that is hire purchase price of goods sold on hire purchase. Then hire purchase stock account or stock with hire purchase customers account or installments not due account. I am now telling the format of this. In the debit side, we will be having opening balance, that is stock with hire purchase customers at the beginning. Then we will be having in the debit side goods sold on hire purchase account. In the credit side, hire purchase debtors account showing down payment plus installments maturing during the year. Then goods repossessed account, installment not yet due on goods repossessed. And finally, we'll be having closing balance, that is balance CD, stock with hire purchase customers at the end. Now I am going to format of hire purchase debtors account, or another name of this account is installment due account. In the debit side, we are having opening balance, installment due and unpaid but considered good at the beginning. Then in the debit side, we'll be having hire purchase stock account, that is down payment plus installment maturing during the year. In the credit side, we'll be having bank account, that is for down payment and installment receipt. Again, in the credit side, goods repossessed account, installment due and unpaid on goods repossessed. And in the last, in the credit side, we'll be having buy balance CD, that is installment due and unpaid but considered good at the end. Then I'll be giving you the format of hire purchase adjustment account. Remember, this hire purchase is going to show you the amount of gross profit. So definitely in this hire purchase adjustment account, we'll be having the first item, that is called stock reserve, that is load on closing stock. Then goods repossessed account, loss on revaluation of goods repossessed. Then goods repossessed account, loss on sale of goods repossessed. In the credit side, we will be having goods sold on hire purchase, load on goods sold on hire purchase, stock reserve, that is load on opening stock. Then goods repossessed account, that is profit on sale of goods repossessed, if any. Then if your credit is more than the debit, we'll be having gross profit, or if debit side is more than the credit, then there will be a gross loss. Now I am just telling you the format of goods repossessed account. It is actually being done in two different parts. In the first part, in the debit side, we'll be having two hire purchase stock account, that is installment not yet due on goods repossessed, two hire purchase debtors account, installment due but not received on goods repossessed. And in the credit side, we'll be having buy hire purchase adjustment account, loss on revaluation of goods repossessed. Then we are going to make the closing balance as balance CD, buy balance CD. So first part is over. In the next part, we are going to brought down the opening balance. Then we are going to write two bank account, expenses incurred on reconditioning of goods repossessed. Then in the credit side, we are going to have buy bank account sale proceeds. And if your credit is more than the debit, then we'll be having two hire purchase adjustment account profit on sales. But if debit is more than the credit, Then you'll be having buy hire purchase adjustment account, that is loss on sales. Remember, profit or loss cannot come together in goods repossessed account. Either profit or loss will come. So I think I have explained how we are going to prepare the various accounts under stock and debtors method, especially in the context of hire purchase accounting, and I have also given you the journal entries. So follow the journals, follow the format, and try to practice the problems from your study materials. That is all about for this. Thank you. Goodbye. See you.